Hey guys, you're watching That Tattoo Chick. I just want to start off by saying Happy Mabon, and I'm not really sure what day Mabon falls on officially this year, but I'm going to be celebrating it tomorrow because it's also my birthday, so it just kind of makes it easier for me to celebrate it all at once rather than having two separate things, back to back. For those of you who don't know what Mabon is, it is basically the witch's Thanksgiving. And it's a harvest festival. It's also the autumn equinox, which means that night and day are of equal length, and it's officially the first day of fall. So some ways that we celebrate Mabon is a lot of people have like a Thanksgiving type meal with their families or with their friends. Some covens hold potlucks and have a ritual feast. And let me tell you, Mabon potlucks are the best. They always have the best food. Anyway, so there's that. You can also dress in fall colors or decorate your altar in fall colors, or you can go outside and collect like pine cones, pine needles, leaves, fall flowers, and put them on your altar. Or you can get, if you've had a garden this year, you can get decorate your altar with pumpkin, squash, gourds, or you can go to the farmer's market and buy corn and make corn dollies and stuff like that. So those are some of the things that you can do for Mabon, to celebrate Mabon. For those of you who are still like living with parents, or you can't really get and do a big ritual feast, or you can't, do, a big ritual for Mabon, something you can do is look back on the previous year and write down in your book of shadows or your journal the things that you're grateful for this past year. Basically, this is about the bounty that you've gotten from the goddess and showing thanks for that and giving thanks for the bounty, and you always want to try to leave some kind of small offering. For most people who have the ritual feasts or have the Thanksgiving type meal, they leave a portion of the meal out as an offering for the goddess. But if you can't do that, you can always leave out something as an offering for the goddess. So make sure you leave out an offering and write down in your book of shadows the things that you are grateful for, and give thanks to the goddess that way. It's also important to keep in mind that now, after today, night is in its full power, and darkness is in its full power. This is the time of year, from now on, it's the time of year to kind of reflect on the previous year and kind of get ready for hibernation, so to speak. Being more introspective and reflective rather than going out and doing things all the time. Working more on internal issues rather than being projective and working on, outside projects. This is the time to reap the rewards for those projects. So that's kind of what Mabon is about. What I also wanted to talk about was, and ye harm none, do as ye will. I know a lot of people interpret this different ways. Some people are pacifists and vegetarians and refuse to hurt anything. Some people say it's only meant to be heated with your craft. As long as you're not hurting anybody with your craft, you can do whatever you want in the mundane world. And then some people, like me, I don't try to hurt anybody spiritually with my craft or in the mundane world, period, unless somebody hurts me first, and then I will defend myself, and I'll defend my family, and I'll defend my friends. So that's kind of the thing that I follow. In my opinion, if you don't follow and ye harm none, do as ye will, you cannot call yourself a Wiccan. It's that important, I think, in the Wiccan belief system, that you follow that. You can believe in the god and goddess. You can, celebrate the Sabbats, all of that, but if you are going around hurting people or casting against people or hurting yourself or hurting someone else, I don't think you can call yourself Wiccan. That's just my opinion, but it's something I feel strongly about. When I think of Wiccans, I think of people who try to live in harmony with each other and people who try to live in balance, and they don't do that by causing problems for other people because that messes up their karmic balance. So that's pretty much how I feel about it. I know that some people also substitute "and ye harm none, do as ye will" with "do as thou wilt shall be the whole of the law," and then call themselves Wiccan. "Do as thou wilt shall be the whole of the law" is a Satanist thing. That's not a Wiccan thing. And once again, I don't think you can consider yourself Wiccan if you don't follow "and ye harm none." That's so important, to me. I don't think that you can call yourself Wiccan and follow that. That, once again, that's a Satanist thing. However, if you follow the law of Telema, which is "do as thou wilt shall be the whole of the law," that's part of what's called the law of Telema, and that was actually developed by Aleister Crowley. He's credited with that, and I know Satanists will disagree and say, no, Anton LaVey, but no, it's originally Aleister Crowley. And the entire law of Telema is "do as thou wilt shall be the whole of the law, love is the law, love under will." That's still kind of a Wiccan Rede type thing. If you're constantly acting in love and consciously and willfully acting in love all the time, that's still kind of a Wiccan thing. You're still not trying to harm people, so I can understand that, but just the "do as thou wilt," I don't agree with that. That's, once again, that's a satanic thing. That's not a Wiccan thing, and I don't think you can call yourself a Wiccan and follow that. Once again, that's just my opinion. I know that some people will disagree with me, but that's how I feel about it. I feel very strongly about it. And I think that some people forget, especially teenagers who are trying to come into the craft and young adults who are coming into the craft, and that's such a difficult time in someone's life anyway, and they're so caught up in drama all the time. Guys, you need to at least try to follow "and ye harm none, do as ye will." You need to at least try to follow the Wiccan Rede. Because if you don't want to try to follow the Wiccan Rede and you still want to go out, you want to say you're Wiccan and still want to go out and cause drama for other people and start shit with other people, you're not Wiccan, and actually you're painting a bad picture for people who really are Wiccan, and you're harming Wicca itself as a religion. Not to mention, karma's a bitch, It does suck. And you're just reaping bad karma for yourself. And it's just... I even see people who have been in the craft for a while. I understand that we're all human and sometimes we slip up, but we really need to try to make a conscious effort to follow the Rede. Because those of us who have been doing Wicca for a while, or been in Wicca for a while, we have to remember that we set an example for the entire faith. We're not just, we're not just trying to live our own lives, but we also set an example for everyone else. So we need to keep that in mind. But anyway, that's pretty much what I wanted to make this video about. Happy Mabon, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Merry meet, merry part, until we merry meet again. Blessed be.